Hello, guys. Only four people are here, but I have told one of my colleague to put the message in the group because I'm not in the group. So let's hope that many people will join now. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, Kirtana, Chaitana, yes, and other people. Okay, so yes. Okay, so how many people? Still only four. Chaitana is here, Kirtana, Lankesh, and Rajeshwari. Okay. So, yeah, in YouTube live also, Gopika, good afternoon, beta. Yes, and one more person, I don't know who is that person. Good afternoon to him also, to him or her. Okay, yes, so there is 1 minute left. So, we'll start the class by then. Okay. So, you guys had your lunch? Yes? Good afternoon, Darshan, Lipika. Should I switch off the light? Okay, no problem. We can save the electricity. Yes, Lipika, I too had the lunch. I'm done with my lunch. Good afternoon, Shreya. Okay. So it's already like 3-1 and 23 people are here. Thank God people are here. I think Venu has put the message on the group. Okay. So, right. Okay. Okay, guys. So, with no further ado, let's start the class. Okay. So let me start recording. Hello, guys. Hello, good afternoon. So, as you know, my name is Ghazala Firdaus, and we have already started the chapter, right? So, chapter that is anatomy of the dicot and monocot plants, right? So, we have to study the anatomical changes or the structures that have been happening in the plants. Okay, so this is the main concept. So before starting anything, let me just take the technical check. Just let me know if you're able to hear me properly and is the blackboard visible to you or not. Okay. So yes. Okay. Okay. So most of you are able to hear me properly and even able to see the presentation. Then I'm ending the poll. Let's directly, start the class now. Okay. So we are going ahead. Okay, so there are a few questions for you. Okay, which I have taken from the last class where I had explained you about the monocot and dicot root with stem. Okay, इसके questions हैं screen पर. So what you guys have to do, you have to analyze the options by observing the diagram. Okay, so let's move ahead. Okay, guys. So there is a question on the screen. I know it's a very bigger kind of question and it has filled all over the screen. So no worries, I'm giving you enough time. Just observe the pictures and then try to understand the options for this. Okay, I have given enough time. Okay. So I hope you have observed the, picture and even the options. So do you want enough time? I have not yet launched the poll, guys. Okay, because once I launch the poll, you won't be able to see the screen. Okay, then you have to minimize it and then you have to come back. So that's why what I'm doing is I'm giving you enough time to observe the picture and then try to understand the options. Good. Now I'm getting the answers. Now I'm going to launch the poll. Okay. Very good, Lipika and Hita. See, even though I have launched the poll, no need to hurry. Please take your time and try to analyze the correct option for this. Okay. Good, Sachin and Chiran. Darshan, I think you need to look at the options once again, beta. Okay, look at the options once again. This is a dicot stem. Okay, this is a dicot stem. No, Kiran, I'm not the new mentor. Yudhishthir is your usual mentor, but I'm just taking the class in his stead. Okay. So maybe he's on leave or he's busy with some traveling or so. So I'm the one responsible now. Okay, just for this week. From next week, he will continue taking the classes. Okay, guys. So there are 31 people on the meeting and only 13, 14, 15. Okay, only 16 or 17 people have answered. Okay, I have given you 2 minutes. So I'm ending the poll now. Okay, I'm going to end the poll now. Okay, so let me share the results. So result is somewhat like this. Okay, so most of you have chosen option B, that is 79. Okay, nearly 80% people have chosen option B, and other options also some people have chosen. Okay, so let's understand which is the correct answer for this question. Okay, let me stop sharing this. Okay, so this is A. Okay, so first of all, you need to understand which is the diagram given. Okay, कौन सा diagram है ये? Yes, Gopika, you are right. Okay, so which is the diagram that is given? See, here diagram is, this is dicot stem. है ना? So this is dicot stem. Now A refers to the epidermal hair. This is very easy, right? So there is nothing to be worried about. So this is an epidermal hair. Usually it is a multicellular hair, which is also called as trichome. Okay. So underneath the epidermal hair, there will be an epidermis. Okay. So epidermis will be there, right? So B is the epidermis, or you can say skin of the stem. Okay. Then, okay, when we go under the epidermis, we are going to find the hypodermis. And that hypodermis, in the case of dicot stem, it is made up of collenchyma. And you know, collenchyma are the living cells, but their function is to provide the mechanical support for the stem. Okay, so this hypoderma is, you know, hypodermis is made up of collenchyma cells. Okay, so this is hypodermis, guys. Okay, epidermis. Okay, epi is above, मतलब ऊपर वाली skin. Hypo means below, नीचे वाली. So epidermis is upper one, hypodermis is lower skin. Okay, you can remember it like this. Okay, so hypodermis, that is made up of collenchyma. Okay, then after the collenchyma, so usually hypodermis will be 3 to 4 layers. ठीक है, जो hypodermal cells होते हैं collenchyma के, there will be 3 to 4 layers usually होते हैं. So below the hypodermis, there will be a patch of parenchymatous layers. Okay, so this particular place is usually called as cortex. Cortex has hypodermis and the parenchyma cells. So D refers to the cortex, that is actually parenchyma cells. Okay, so these are what? These are parenchyma cells. ठीक है, तो yesterday we have also seen the beautiful picture which is the highlighted picture of this. तो वहां पे हमने देखा there in some species we also see parenchyma में ऊपर there was a chlorenchyma layer also there, है ना. So यहाँ पे कुछ chlorenchyma भी था. So chlorenchyma, you know, below the chlorenchyma there was normally parenchyma cells which are oval shaped cells with much intracellular spaces. Okay, so after the cortex we come to the endodermis. Okay, so E refers to what? E refers to the endodermis. So usually endodermis is called as starch sheath because these cells contain the starch granules. Okay, so this much you know, right? And there is a deposition called as, you know, a deposition of suberin. Okay, suberin ka deposition will be there in the endodermis, and that deposition we call it as the Casparian strips or the Casparian stripes. You can call it anything. Okay, so under the endodermis, you're going to get a patch of cells called as pericycle. मतलब immediately next to endodermis will be the pericycle. See, this F refers to the pericycle. Okay, so pericycle. See, in your NCRT, they have given for a patch of cells called as entirely pericycle. Okay, उन्होंने क्या किया है in your NCRT? Let me show you. So if this is your vascular bundle, okay, they have written the cambium here, and यहाँ पे there is a xylem, okay, and यहाँ पे phloem है, okay, here there will be phloem cells, and after that, okay, so after this they have written here patch, and this patch ko they called pericycle, which is actually not true, guys. See, there are changes. I have explained to you specifically yesterday. This patch part is called as bundle cap. You know, over this bundle cap, the layer of cells are called pericycle, actually. Okay, so pericycle will be usually 1 layer, 2 layer, 3 layer, depending upon the species to species. But here F refers to what? A layer beneath the endodermis is a pericycle. Okay, pericycle के नीचे bundle cap आएगा, bundle cap के बाद, so this is usually pericycle. So this region is actually not, but it is a bundle cap. Okay, so below the bundle cap there will be phloem, and then cambium, then xylem. So this is how it should be, right? So F refers to pericycle here. Now G is nothing but a vascular bundle. Okay, actually here they have, you know, labeled to cambium. उन्होंने cambium को mark किया है. You look in the G option. Anywhere have they written as cambium? No, nowhere they have written the cambium. So there is no need to go specify. Okay, there is no need for the specification. Just, you know, try it to explain as vascular bundle. Okay, so this is your vascular bundle. Now, so this is H. H is what? H is the mass of cells in between the vascular bundles. Okay, so this is what these are called as medullary rays. Okay, so these are called as medullary rays. Okay, इनको हम कहते हैं medullary rays, which actually help in the secondary growth. Okay, so tomorrow I'm going to explain you about the secondary growth. Then I will tell you what is the function of cambium, what is the function of medullary rays, how the secondary growth is going to happen, all the things. Okay, and this E is actually pith. Okay, usually pith को है ना एक और एक term देते हैं, that is medulla. Okay, so medulla or pith, both are one and the same. Okay, no need to confuse. Okay, we have studied pith, they have given some other term here, both are one and the same. So now you tell me which is the correct option for this question. Yes, which is the correct option? Most of you have chosen B. Actually, B is the correct answer. Yes. So B is the correct answer for this question, not A, not C, not D. Okay, so now you guys tell me in the chat box. Okay, so here, what kind of vascular bundle is this? See, I'm stressing on vascular bundle because you need to remember. So what type of vascular bundle you're going to see in the dicot stem? Write in the chat box. I want answer. Type of vascular bundle in dicot stem. Okay. Yes, yes. Sachin has written conjoint. Yes, then. Very good. Collateral and open. Very good, Sachin. See, conjoint isliye because xylem and phloem are in one bundle. They are in single bundle. We call it as conjoint. Collateral, phloem and xylem in one radius. Okay, मतलब ऊपर नीचे एक ही radius में है. Okay, so we call it as collateral. Open because cambium is present. If cambium is absent, we call it as closed. Very good, Sachin. I'm impressed. Okay, so let's go to the next question. Okay, guys, so there is a question on the screen. The given figure shows tiers of monocot stem. Identify the correct labeling of A to F marked in the given figure. Okay, so they have given some figures here. So I'm giving you time. Okay, so look at the diagram and then understand. Take some time, okay? Take some time. Hmm. Which is the correct answer. Okay. See, look at all the labeling. Okay. Actually, the C is not very clear. Okay, so let me give you a clear picture. Because they have not labeled it clearly, so I'm helping you out a little bit. Because everything is in black, so you might not understand it. So this is this, E is this, F is this, B, A. I think now it is visible, right? Properly visible. Okay. So people have started answering. Now I am launching the poll. So that means you have observed the picture very carefully. Yes, Kirtana, Sachin, and one more person. Who was that? Kiran. No, no, Chiran. You guys are actually correct, but let's see. Okay. I have launched the poll, guys. Very good, Gopika. You are correct. But let's discuss, okay? Let's discuss the answer once everyone chooses their answer. Okay. Take some time, no need to hurry. See, anatomy is all about the structure and the cells. Cell ka organization, whatever the cellular organization is there, it's all about that. Okay, so you need to analyze the cells, location, and everything. And remember the vascular bundles. Vascular bundle को दिमाग में रखना, वो भी मैं पूछूंगी. I'm going to ask you what kind of vascular bundle is this. Okay. Yes, guys, I have given 1 minute. I hope this is enough time. So I'm not giving much time for this now. Okay. Oh, okay. Should I give more time or what? I think there is no need now. This is easier one. Okay. So I have ended the poll. Let me share the results with you. So results are somewhat like this. So 54% people have chosen option A, and some people have chosen option B, C, and D also. So I see there is much confusion between C and A. Okay, बहुत लोग C को बहुत लोगों ने choose किया है, but देखते हैं बेटा which is the correct answer for this question. Okay, so I have ended the poll and I have stopped this. What is that? Sharing screen. Okay, so what is this? This is first of all monocot का stem, है ना? They have already given, but still you need to recognize it as the monocot stem. So what is the characteristic feature of the monocot stem? First of all, you need to remember there will be usual epidermis will be there compared to the dicot I'm talking. है ना? Dicot में what was there? Dicot में epidermis was there, cortex was there. Cortex contained collenchyma and parenchyma. Then endodermis and then stele. Stele had what? Stele had pericycle, bundle cap, and then conjoint collateral open type of vascular bundle. So that was all about the dicot stem. So in monocot stem, there will be as usual epidermis. Okay, so epidermis layer के साथ साथ यहाँ पे आपको cuticle देखने को मिल जाता है. Okay, so cuticle will be present here. Okay, so this A is cuticle. Okay, so this is cuticle. So epidermis is there. Okay, so the normal epidermis. Then, so below the epidermis, there will be a hypodermis. Okay, hypodermis is usually sclerenchymatous hypodermis. Okay, so this is, okay, so this region. So this region is sclerenchymatous hypodermis. And this B is actually, there is some kind of confusion here as they have given, this should be the epidermis, but they have given as hypodermis. So, this is a part of hypodermis, you can say. Okay, this B is a part of hypodermis. Just a second. So, in your NCERT, they have given it as hypodermis, but that is actually epidermis. But no worry, we are referring it as hypodermis only because after all, we have to take the NCERT. We have to take the NCERT book. So in your NCERT, this B is referred as epidermis, sorry, hypodermis. Okay, but actually that is epidermis, A is cuticle, and what I have written here, this is the sclerenchymatous hypodermis. लेकिन उन्होंने combine कर दिया epidermis को और hypodermis, that is sclerenchymatous hypodermis को they have given single name. We cannot do anything, but we have to follow the NCERT, right? So okay, so this C is vascular bundle. Did you understand what I said? Vascular bundle. And this D is what? D is the phloem, guys. Okay, so see, here there are some patches. Okay, so यहाँ पे कुछ patches हैं. So somewhere. So this is phloem. Okay, see, in the case of monocot vascular bundle, phloem is not prominently visible. But what is prominently visible? The visibility, जो अच्छे से visible होता है, that is xylem. I had told you, right? A monocot vascular bundle looks exactly like a human skull. Okay, it looks exactly like a human skull. There will be metaxylem and protoxylem and cavity. Okay, so here there will be the phloem cells. यहाँ पे there will be phloem cells. Okay, so this will be phloem, this will be metaxylem, this is protoxylem, and this is water cavity, also called as lysogenous cavity. है ना? So this resembles the human skull, which I had told you yesterday. So D is phloem, okay, here at the top of vascular bundle, and this E is what? This is metaxylem, so we can refer it to as xylem, okay, and this H is nothing but the ground tissue, है ना? So in the case of dicot stem, there was cortex and steel ऐसा था, but in the monocot stem, there is no cortex or steel, okay? Here just there is a, you know, cuticle, hypodermis, epidermis, and then sclerenchymatous, जो hypodermis है. उसके बाद whatever the cells that you are seeing, that is made up of loosely formed parenchyma cells. That entire cells, these entire cells को हम कहते हैं ground tissue. Okay, so this is ground tissue, and this F refers to nothing but this is ground tissue. Okay, so this is ground tissue. And remember one thing, okay, in the monocotyledon stem, okay, so in the periphery, okay, so periphery ke region mein there will be smaller vascular bundles, but as you go to the center of the stem, you get the bigger vascular bundles. Okay, bigger in the center and smaller at the periphery. Okay, what we're talking about? We're talking about the vascular bundles. Okay, so are you clear with this? Yes. So now you guys tell me, what kind of vascular bundle is this? Which type of vascular bundle is this? I'm waiting for the answer. Yes, yes, very good. Then, very good, very good, very good. Sachin, I'm much, much, much impressed. But I want other guys to answer also. Come on, guys. I'm waiting for the answer. Please don't waste more time. Okay, nobody's answering anything. Let me write. Okay, so vascular bundle is conjoined, closed. Very good, Chiran. देखो conjoined because xylem and phloem are in one bundle. मतलब they are together, okay, in one bundle. But they're not collateral. Okay, collateral किसको कहते हैं? Collateral जब phloem और xylem, when both of them are in a single radius, both of them when they're in a single radius, then we call it as collateral. इसको कहते हैं collateral. But this happens in the case of dicot, but not in monocot. Okay, so here we can say conjoint, not collateral. Now look at the cambium. Is there a cambium here? If it is a cambium is present, then we call it as open. When the cambium is absent, then we call it as closed. So this is closed because there is no cambium here. Okay, so there is no cambium. Okay, so vascular bundle in monocot stem is conjoint closed. Okay, vascular bundle in dicot stem is conjoint collateral open type of vascular bundle. Are you clear with the stems? Is there any doubt in the stem? If there is any doubt, please make sure to ask in the chat box. This is very important, guys. If you have any doubts with respect to monocot and dicot stem, no? So this is the last question from the pre-reading question. I think you are already okay. So this is the TS of monocot root. ये है monocot का root. Okay, I didn't write cuticle here. Okay. So here also there will be a small patch of cuticle will be there. Okay. Yes, Chiran? Yeah. So, okay. Now we're talking about root. I'm not giving much time for this because this is a very easier one. Okay. So look at the diagram. Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. So now analyze the answer for this question. So this, let me label. This is A. Okay. And this is this. Okay. So this is D. And it is E. this is F, and this is G, and this is H, and this is I, sorry, this is I. Okay. Darshan, look at the B. Look at B. Sachin, well done. Okay. So now I'm getting the answers in the chat box. That means it's time to launch the poll, because now I think I have given enough time for you to understand the options and the diagram. Now answer quickly in the chat box. I mean, sorry, in the launch. What is this? Poll. Kirtana, you are correct. People are not answering. Why? There are 44 people. Very less people are answering in the poll. See, even if you are wrong, no need to worry, because we are going to discuss it anyhow. Okay, so in the last class, I felt like I went little faster. So that's why I'm doing this once again. Okay, so like I have taken the questions and now we are going to discuss it as just a division process. Okay, not even 10 people are, answering. 44 log hain yaar. Yes, Tejashri, you want to say something? Yeah, what about him? Okay, guys, so I'm ending the poll because I'm seeing nobody is answering. So let me not waste the time. Okay, so I have ended the poll and let me share the results with you. So 56% people have chosen option C and 44% people have chosen option B, and no one has chosen option A and D. At least I'm, I have, what you can say, I'm very happy that we haven't chosen A and D. At least you know what not to choose. Okay, so let's stop sharing this. Okay, guys. So let us see. I think you are more confused between A, B, and C, right? So let's compare. Okay. So this one is monocot root, है ना? ये monocot root है. And this A is what? ये is the root hair. So this is very easy. Even a kid can answer. Okay, this is a root hair and it is a unicellular root hair made up of parenchyma cells. And there will be no cuticle in the root. Okay, there will be no cuticle in the root, but there is a presence of cuticle in the stem. क्यों cuticle root में नहीं है? What is the reason for this? Why? Good, Gopika, you are correct. Why? See, cuticle is there to avoid the excess amount of transpiration or the loss of water from the cells. Okay. Yes, 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 Chiran. So that's why, to avoid the loss of transpiration or loss of water in the form of transpiration, the cuticle is just like a waxy layer. It surrounds the epidermis. Okay? As for the protection. But here, if there is a cuticle, then how is going to absorb? Right? Root has the job of absorbing water and minerals. Then how it is going to absorb? That function will not be fulfilled. So that's why cuticle will not be present in the root. Remember it. Okay, so this is A is root, root hair, and B. So B is nothing but the epiblema. Okay, epiblema matlab epidermis. Epidermis ko when we are talking about root, we call it as epiblema. Okay, so this is epiblema. Now C. So C is the cortex. Okay, so this much is the area. So this is the parenchymatous cortex, है ना? So these are the cortex made up of parenchyma cells, loosely arranged parenchymatous cells with intercellular spaces. Intercellular spaces भी visible है. Now this D is what? D is nothing but the endodermis. Okay, so D is nothing but the endodermis. So endodermis has what? Endodermis has the suberin deposition, hence we call it as the Casparian stripes. Okay, and there will be a presence of passage cell at the terminal of the protoxylem. So passage cell कहाँ होता है बेटा? देखो यहाँ पे protoxylem है, तो यहाँ पे जो cells होंगे ना, तो ये होंगे passage cell. Okay, so this will be the passage cell. Here, this is the passage cell. This is the passage cell. This is the passage cell. Okay, so these are the passage cells that you're going to see in the endodermis. Okay, so ये passage cells हैं. But now you look at the E. They are labeling to the pericycle, but not the passage cell. So that's why I think you're going to you're getting confused between B and C. देखो यहाँ पे E they have given E passage cell, but E देखो I have labeled all the passage cell. That is not E. So F is what? F is the pericycle. So sorry, not F. E is the pericycle. Okay, so E is the pericycle, and whatever I have circled here, so these are passage cells. And always remember, passage cells will be always in front of xylem. They are present in front of xylem. Why? To for the transportation of the water. Okay, so यहाँ पे root hair से water will be absorbed and they travel and they come towards the passage cell, and from here they will move to the metaxylem. Okay, from here they will be shifted to the xylem of the stem. Okay, so this is how it's going to work. Now, so this F is actually phloem. Wait guys, let me erase it. Okay, so this F is phloem. This is phloem. Okay, and this G is nothing but the protoxylem. Okay, so G is protoxylem. See guys, when we are talking about okay, so this bigger one is usually referred to metaxylem, but all the other okay xylem patches other than the metaxylem are all called as protoxylem. Okay, they are protoxylem. So here it's referring to the G is nothing but the protoxylem. Okay, so this is G is protoxylem. Now H is nothing but the pith. H is pith. Okay, and I is metaxylem. Okay, let me write here. So I is metaxylem. Okay, so here there is a root hair, unicellular root. Okay, this is made up of parenchyma. So it's a uniseriate arrangement, and then there will be a cortex region. So cortex region is usually made up of parenchyma cells. Okay, and then we we look into the endodermis. Endodermis is usually deposited with the suberin. Okay, we call that as Casparian stripes or strips, and then we encounter the pericycle. बाद में हमें मिलता है pericycle. After that, you are going to see the separated bundles or batches or patches of xylem and phloem. Okay, those are the circled ones are xylem. Okay, and here there will be phloem. Okay, so somewhere here there will be phloem. Phloem हो गया, xylem हो गया, pith हो गया. Okay, so this is about the monocot root. So now, let's see which is the correct answer for this. Actually, in C, they have not given H, right? So they have not represented H. But in the B, they have given this E, which is a wrong answer. This is wrong actually. Apart from that, everything is correct. No, pith bhi wrong hai. Okay, guys, so answer for this question is C. Okay, even though they have not given H in their options, but all the other options are correct. Okay, because here we can see the wrong options. Okay, so A is wrong, B may be wrong hai, F is not pith, F is phloem, and even D is also wrong. So correct answer for this question is C. Okay, so now you guys tell me what kind of vascular bundle you are seeing here. Type of vascular bundle. Yes. Very good, Kirtana. Radial type of vascular bundle. Then tell me about the arrangement of xylem. Either it is a exarch or endarch. Very good. It's a polyarch. Polyarch मतलब बहुत सारे xylem and phloem के patches हैं. Very good, Kirtana. I'm very happy to see. Radial. Okay, so radial is why when the xylem and phloem are in separate bundles, then we call it as the radial type of vascular bundle. Okay, then it is exarch. Okay, so then we are going to refer it exarch. Okay, exarch, Q. See, in the case of exarch, metaxylem is towards the center. Okay, metaxylem is towards the center, and protoxylem is towards the periphery. Okay, so this is exarch. And one more term that you need to remember is polyarch. Okay, so very important, polyarch. So polyarch means what? You can see the xylem and phloem or many bundles. देखो यहाँ पे 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Here there are 7. Okay, there might be many. Okay, 6 or more. 6 or more. So here 7, that we call as polyarch. Okay, so this is polyarch. Okay, so now you tell me what kind of vascular bundle you are going to see in the dicot root. I'm not taking the question now. We are directly moving into the leaf. So, but you have to tell me what kind of vascular bundle you are going to see. Yes, good, Kirtana. Radial, then exarch. Very good. Tetrarch. Yes. Okay. So radial, that is xylem and phloem in the separate bundles, and then exarch because metaxylem is towards the center and protoxylem is towards the periphery. And tetrarch, मतलब यहाँ पे जो देखो 6 to 7 patches of xylem you're seeing, right? So in the case of dicot root, what happens there? There I will just write here. Okay, so there what happens? So this is phloem and oh my god, this is very small picture. But I hope you are getting the okay. So this is metaxylem towards the center and protoxylem is towards the periphery, and there are four patches, right? So that's why we call it as tetrarch. Okay, so that's why we call it as tetrarch. So is it clear everything about the root of monocot and dicot root? Is there any doubts? If you have any doubts, please make sure to ask now. No? At least say yes or no यार कुछ नहीं बोलते हो यार तुम लोग chat box में. Say something in the chat box. Clear? So no doubts. Okay. Yes. So now we are entering into the dicotyledonous leaf. Okay. So हम अभी पढ़ने जा रहे हैं leaf. Okay. So we are going to study both dicot and monocot leaf, right? So now when I told you yesterday, when we are talking about the anatomy, ठीक है, जब भी हम anatomy का बात करते हैं तो हमें क्या दिमाग में रखना होता है? Okay, क्या हमें याद रखना होता है? So that is nothing but the what is that? Epidermis. Then you are going to see the cortex and this stele, right? So this in the case of stem and root. I hope you understood what I'm trying to say. So epidermis, cortex, stele. So this is how you explain the anatomy of stem and root. Okay, of stem and root. But in the case of leaf, there are three main, divisions, or you can say vertical sections that we need to explain is first that will be epidermis, second one will be mesophyll, and then vascular system. So this is how you explain the leaf. Okay. So now you tell me what is the function of leaf, guys. So first of all, what is the function of leaf? So leaf does the photosynthesis, right? So leaf is called the kitchen of the plant because they produces the food with the help of chloroplast or the chlorophyll pigments, right? So what does the photosynthesis means? Yes. If you remember the equation, then you can say it very easily. So you need water, you need carbon dioxide, you need sunlight, and then it will be converted into the glucose, right? With some amount of energy. So that is what photosynthesis is, and leaf में वही होता है. Okay, apart from the photosynthesis, what does the leaf do? Transpiration and the exchange of gases. Okay, so this is the main function of the leaf. So इसको दिमाग में रखो. Now look at the section. So whatever you are seeing on the screen, this is the dicotyledonous leaf का TS. Okay, so this is transverse section. अभी एक लीफ है, इसको ऐसे बीच से काटा है हमने. Okay, we have cut it through a vertical plane. So this this is the transverse section. Okay, now look at this section, guys. Okay, so here which is the, okay, right. So first you need to understand the epidermis and then mesophyll and then vascular system. Okay, so epidermis is what? In the leaf, you're going to see the two epidermis, that is upper epidermis and the lower epidermis. Here they have written as adaxial epidermis. This is nothing but the upper one. मतलब इतना इजी है यार अपर लोअर. ये एनसीईआरटी वाले खामखा हर चीज को ना कॉम्प्लिकेट करते रहते हैं. They keep on complicating unnecessarily. Okay, so adaxial and abaxial, we can say. The abaxial is the lower epidermis. Okay, so we are going to see the upper and lower. Okay, upper and lower epidermis you are going to see. Now, what else we are going to see in the epidermis? Yes, we are going to see the stomata. Okay, so this stoma is nothing but the presence of stomata. Okay, so we are going to see the stomata. Okay, stomata in the leaf. Okay, so apart from that, is there anything that is visible for you? Yes. Is there anything else? You tell me whatever I can write in this epidermis. Epidermis में और क्या लिख सकती हूँ? Is there a presence of cuticle here? Actually, they have not labeled, but there will be a presence of cuticle here. Cuticle will be there. Okay, so this, green color thing, this is a thick waxy cuticle. So below to the cuticle, there will be the epidermis, and this cuticle is present both in the upper and lower. Okay, so upper and lower cavity. Yes, the substomatal cavity in the case of lower epidermis. Okay, so when we're explaining about the epidermis, you need to remember these things, that epidermis is made up of parenchyma cells. They are barrel-shaped parenchyma cells without any intercellular spaces. ठीक है, कोई intercellular spaces नहीं है. Okay, so they are arranged in a uniseriate manner, and there are stomata. Okay, there are presence of stomata. That means nothing but the stoma. ठीक है, so इतना आपका epidermis में है. Then mesophyll. So mesophyll, actually we'll talk about this in the next slide. Mesophyll के बारे में मैं next slide में बोलूंगी. Then vascular bundle is there. Okay, तो यहाँ पे देखो. This is an NCERT का diagram and this is the actual diagram. मतलब you tell me which is much clear. Which is much clear. This is much clear and even easy to understand, easy to remember. Okay, so here you can see. Let me write here. Epidermis में हमने क्या देखा था? So in epidermis, there was a presence of thick cuticle, and then upper and lower epidermis. Okay, and then there are presence of stoma. What is stoma? Stoma is nothing but the stomata. Okay, stomata or stoma both are one and the same. So what is stomata? There will be two guard cells. Okay, bean shaped guard cells होते हैं. Okay, so these are guard cells. Okay, and इसका internal structure भी आप आगे आने वाले classes में पढ़ोगे. Okay, so this is how it looks. Okay, so this is nucleus. This is cytoplasm. Yes, it helps in the exchange of gases. This is cytoplasm. This is large central vacuole. Okay, so these are the guard cells. These two guard cells together. This one is the guard cell. Okay, so these two guard cells together, we call it as stoma or stomata. They help in the exchange of gases. Okay, so abhi this one guard cell is a reniform shaped structure, which is also called as kidney shaped structure. देखो यहाँ पे है, ठीक है, ये है आपका. So many a times it will be open, many a times it will be closed. Okay, so that we will study in the this one physiology. जब हम physiology पढ़ेंगे तब हम बोलेंगे कब open रहेगा, कब close होगा, when it will get turgid, when it will get flaccid. Okay, all these things we are going to study there. Okay, so this is the thing that you need to understand in the epidermis. Okay, now, so there is also presence of hair. Okay, epidermal hair is also present in the, okay, I will write here also epidermal hair. Okay, so epidermal hair hai, and it is a multicellular, which is also can be called as trichome. It can also be called as trichome. Okay, now let's move into the another structure, that is mesophyll. Okay, so I will write here mesophyll. So first of all, let me split the term for you. What is mesophyll? Phyll is nothing but the leaf. Meso means middle. Okay, meso means middle. Okay, so what mesophyll refers? Middle part of the leaf. Okay, so mesophyll is usually differentiated or divided into two types of cells. Okay, so that is palisade parenchyma. Okay, palisade parenchyma, and another one is spongy parenchyma. Okay, another one is spongy parenchyma. Okay, let me change the ink. I don't like much yellow here. Okay, so now what is the palisade parenchyma? Kahan hai palisade parenchyma? You can see here. Okay, this elongated. Okay, you can see here. These are the vertically elongated cells. These are your palisade parenchyma. Okay, so what are these? These are vertically elongated cells. Okay, which contains large number of chloroplasts. Okay, which contains large number of chloroplasts. Compared to this one, see, these are the spongy parenchyma. Okay, these are irregular cells. Okay, so these are the spongy parenchyma cells. Okay, so these are irregular cells and they have very less chloroplast. You can see here in the palisade parenchyma, there are many dots, right? Those black dots refer to the, the presence of chloroplast. मतलब dense chloroplast है यहाँ पे. It meaning, it means that. So these are the palisade parenchyma. Okay, which is the vertically elongated cells which has large number of chloroplast without any intracellular spaces. So there are no intracellular spaces. Can you see any intracellular spaces there? Actually, this should be very compact like this. Okay, let's do one thing. Let's not talk about intracellular spaces because that is not given in your NCERT, I guess. बस इतना याद रखना बेटा. Oh shit. Okay, so this is your palisade parenchyma. Now, what is the spongy parenchyma? Spongy parenchyma are nothing but they are also parenchyma cells, but they're irregular cells. Okay, they're irregular cells and very loosely arranged because these are compactly arranged one. Parasite parenchyma are compactly arranged, but these are very loosely arranged. Okay, these are very loosely arranged. Okay, and they have some special kind of cavities. Okay, so these cavities are also called as respiratory cavity or the substomatal cavity. ठीक है, यहाँ पे देखो in the spongy parenchyma there are many cavity है ना, so these cavities. So here you can see substomatal cavity, also called as respiratory cavity. Okay, respiratory cavities. Okay, so this is about the mesophyll. Okay, पहले हमने what did we talk? We talked about the skin, that is derma, that is epidermis, upper and lower epidermis with the cuticle and hair and the stomata and everything. And we talked about the mesophyll, that is the middle part of the leaf. There we see palisade parenchyma. Their function is to make the food, that is photosynthesis. They give the glucose. Okay, so glucose banata hai. And then there are spongy parenchyma cells in the lower part of the epidermis. Okay, lower part of the epidermis mein you will get the spongy parenchyma. Those spongy parenchyma are the irregular parenchyma cells which have the substomatal or the respiratory cavities, and these cavity help in the exchange of gases through the stomata. Okay, through the stomata se exchange karne ko they help a lot. Okay, yes, so this is what the mesophyll is about. Now we have to talk about the vascular system. Okay, so now we are going to talk about the vascular system. So you look at the diagram once here. Okay, you understand the diagram. Okay, so you guys are going to tell me the vascular system of this. What kind of vascular system it has? Just look at the diagram, guys. And here, as you can see, so these cells, okay, these cells are nothing but the normal parenchyma cells. Okay, so these are normal parenchyma cells. See, parenchyma cells are also called as packing cells or the packing tissues. Okay, why? Because जहाँ कहीं कुछ नहीं होता ना, वहाँ पे parenchyma मिल जाता है. Okay, so parenchyma or the packing cells or the packing tissues. So that is what is arranged here. Okay, so these are the parenchyma cells. Okay, so these parenchyma cells are surrounding to the vascular bundle. Okay, so उसके अलावा हमने सब पढ़ लिया. Now we will go to the vascular bundle. Okay, so vascular bundle of what? Of dicot leaf. So as you saw, there was okay. So this is called as bundle sheath. Okay, so this is called as bundle sheath. Okay, so after that, towards the upper epidermis, we are going to find the xylem. Okay, upper epidermis के side पे हमें xylem मिलता है, देखो. So xylem is towards upper, and that too, sorry, protoxylem is ऐसे. Okay, so what is this? This is protoxylem and this is metaxylem, and xylem are towards the upper side of the epidermis. Now, so where are the phloem then? Where is the phloem? So phloem is here. Okay. So these are the phloem. Okay, so this is phloem. This is metaxylem, protoxylem. So this is यहाँ पे आपका upper epidermis है और यहाँ पे lower epidermis है. Okay, so phloem is towards the lower epidermis, xylem is towards the upper epidermis. But here जो bundle sheath है, bundle sheath, xylem and phloem को छोड़ के there are some packaging cells, and those packaging cells are nothing but your parenchyma cells. Okay, यहाँ पे ये इसको कहते हैं हम packaging cells. Okay, so these are packaging cells. So now, so you tell me now which type of vascular bundle is this? Yes. First, it is radial or conjoint? You tell me. Conjoint. Yes, very good. It is conjoint. Okay. So it is conjoint. Why? Because xylem and phloem are in a single bundle. एक ही bundle के अंदर हैं. Okay, so they are conjoint. Now, so here there is no question of exarch और endarch और exarch का concept नहीं आएगा यहाँ पे, क्योंकि I had told you exarch and endarch concept comes only in the radial kind of vascular bundle. So this is not even collateral. ये collateral भी नहीं है. अगर collateral नहीं है तो now you have to look if there is a presence of cambium or not. So there is no cambium here, so it is closed. Okay, so conjoint, xylem and phloem are together in a single bundle and cambium is absent. Okay, hence we are calling it as closed. Okay, cambium is absent. So this is the vascular bundle that you're going to see in the dicot leaf. Now, you have seen in your NCERT, there is something called as dorsoventral leaf, isobilateral leaf. So let us discuss what is that dorsoventral leaf. Usually dicot leaf, I will write here. So dicot leaf is called as dorsoventral leaf. Okay, this you know. So do you know what is the reason for this? Why we call dicot leaf as the dorsoventral leaf? Do you know? Tell me. If you know, say yes. If you don't know, say no. Because I'm going to explain it now. Ma'am, is that bundle represent middle lamella? I didn't say that, right? Wait. Yeah, very good question, Chiran. See, what happens, guys, in the leaf? See, this is the dicot leaf, right? So let me write here. Okay, so this is your dicot leaf. And from here, there will be veins. Okay, so this structure comes from this region. Okay, so this structure comes from this region. And near this veinlet also, these veins are there, no veins and veinlets. So wahan pe bhi this kind of vascular bundle will be visible, but that is very smaller one. Okay, so in the veinlets also, there is very small bundle. Okay, and in the midrib, the bigger vascular bundle will be there. Okay, see, Chiran, see, that's what I'm telling you. In your NCERT, they haven't given it. They haven't given it. But if you study above the NCERT, this condition does valid. Okay, so they have, given only this section. देखो बेटा, what kind of section is this? एक लीफ है ना, तो सिर्फ इतना ही उन्होंने किया है, लेकिन इसके आगे यहाँ तक रहता है लीफ, इतना बड़ा लीफ होता है, बट उन्होंने इतना ही दिखाया है. अगर यहाँ पे एक वेन होगा या वेनलेट होगा तो दैट डजंट कम. ओनली यहाँ पे मिडरिप का वैस्कुलर बंडल है, यहाँ का वैस्कुलर बंडल नहीं है, यहाँ का वैस्कुलर बंडल नहीं है. दे आर शोइंग ओनली द मिडल सेक्शन, बट दे हैव लेफ्ट द sides of the leaf. Okay, so wherever these veins and veinlets will go, everywhere there will be smaller bundles. Okay, smaller vascular bundles will be there, but this one is the main bigger midrib wala vascular bundle. Okay, it's clear, right, Chiran? So same happens in the case of monocots also. Monocots may be same hota hai. Okay, so I was telling you about the dorsoventral leaf. Okay, so what is dorsoventral leaf, guys? Dekho, here remember one thing. Okay, so presence of stomata. Okay, presence of stomata are more in the lower. Okay, in the lower epidermis, presence of stomata is more compared to the upper one. Okay, so compared to the upper one, lower epidermis में बहुत सारे stomata होते हैं. Okay, this happens because there is a reason for that. Why? देखो, this upper part, that is palisade parenchyma में बहुत chloroplast है. Okay, so directly sun will fall upon that leaf on the dorsal side. Okay, so here you can see. So this is the dorsal side, guys. Okay, so this is the dorsal side. इसके पीछे वाला जो side होता है ना, इसके back वाला, so that is a ventral side. Okay, that is a ventral side. Okay, in the dorsal side, less stomata will be there. Okay, because there will be a thick cuticle and more chloroplast, because towards the upper epidermis or towards the dorsal side there will be palisade parenchyma. Most of the food is produced from the palisade parenchyma. Okay, whereas in the ventral side or in the lower epidermis there will be spongy parenchyma, or you can say many cavities. ठीक है, तो cavities बहुत हैं, तो stomata से exchange होता है gases. So that's why most stomata are present in the ventral side, or you can say in the lower surface of the leaf. Okay, so here dorsoventral meaning is nothing but that. Okay, the appearance, morphological appearance and physiological function and anatomical structure, all these things are different, different in upper and lower part of the leaf. मतलब upper में देखो cuticle thick है, अब okay, upper epidermis में cuticle thick है, less stomata, but in the upper side more amount of photosynthesis happening, whereas in the case of lower, more stomata, thinner cuticle, and there is what you can say much more substomatal cavity. Okay, so this represents what? There is a change in the upper and lower part of the leaf. That's why we call it as dorsoventral leaf. That means dorso means dorsal side. Okay, this is the ventral side. Okay, you can understand it as different dorsal and ventral part in the leaf. Okay, that's why it's called as dorsoventral leaf. Did you understand what I said? In the appearance, in the anatomy, in the morphology, physiology, सारे चीजों में change है. Okay, ये जो ऊपर वाला leaf है ना बेटा, so this, see, if I cut down it like this, you can see here, thick cuticle, less stomata, more chloroplast. Here, what is it? Less chloroplast, more stomata, more substomatal cavity. So there's a change in the upper and lower part of the leaf. That's why there's a difference in dorsal and ventral side of the leaf is nothing but the dorsoventral leaf that we say in the dicot. So abhi monocot mein kya hoga? So now what happens in the monocot? See, monocot is called as isobilateral leaf. Okay, isobilateral matlab what? Iso means same. Okay, or equal. Okay, or equal. So bilateral means two sides. Lateral means sides. You can say lateral matlab side ko kehte hain, but bilateral means two sides of leaf. So here you can see, if we cut it down here, see, we are talking except the vascular bundles. यहाँ पे vascular bundle को नहीं लेना. ठीक है, यहाँ पे मैंने cut किया, I haven't taken vascular bundle. Okay, so just observe this part. Okay, this part except vascular bundle. Here also, see, if we cut it down here, everything is same. Okay, there is no partition of palisade and spongy, but it is same. So what is it same? देखो यहाँ पे same amount of stomata in both the epidermis. Okay, stoma in both sides. One. Second, same thickness of cuticle. Okay, same thickness of cuticle and everything is same. So here the mesophyll, okay, here जो mesophyll है, that is not divided into palisade or spongy, but they're just the chlorenchyma cells. So everywhere there are chlorenchyma cells, and I have told you what are chlorenchyma cells. Chlorenchyma are nothing but the parenchyma cells, but they have more chloroplast in it, and they perform the photosynthetic functions more effectively and a better way. Okay, so that's why monocot leaf is called as isobilateral leaf. Okay, did you understand why this dorsoventral and bilateral isobilateral leaf को हम कहते हैं dicot monocot? Did you understand, guys? At least say yes or no. If you understood, say yes. If you didn't understand, say no. Yes? Okay. Many inactive people are here. Okay, I have got only one S from Kirtana. Isobilateral मतलब what बेटा? Same sides and the both part of the leaf. ठीक है, both sides में same similar structure है, similar क्या कहते हैं, morphology है, similar physiology है. But in the dicot it was different. In the dorsal side, in the ventral side, it was different. I told you because वहाँ पे differentiation है, palisade है, spongy and all those things. Okay, actually this was not necessary to explain, but I thought it will be better for you to explain so that you can remember it very easily. Okay, so now dicot leaf is finished. You understood clearly, right, what is the dicot leaf and everything. So there is nothing about the dicot leaf now. Okay, do you have any doubts in the dicot leaf? Yes, no doubts, clear. So we can move to the monocot leaf, right? Okay, okay. So here also, I told you whenever we are, studying about the structure, sorry, in the about the anatomy of the leaf, you have to write the epidermis, mesophyll, and vascular bundle. So यहाँ पे what kind of epidermis is there? Just the same type of epidermis. Okay, जैसे आपने dicot में देखा, similar kind of epidermis you're going to see in the monocot also, but there is some difference. Let us see that. Okay, so look at this diagram, guys. This is a much beautiful diagram and very, clear diagram. Okay, this is a very clear diagram. So now this is the upper cuticle, lower cuticle, similar kind of cuticle. And then this is the upper epidermis and this is the lower epidermis. Okay, and it has same number of stomata. But you can see here picture also, here one stomata, here also one stomata. Okay, but ऐसे ही एकदम uniformity से arrange नहीं होते. There will be very random, but almost okay equal number of stomata will be there. Okay, more or less. Now, so apart from the normal epidermal cell, there are some special cells called as bulliform cells. Okay, so these bulliform cells are present in the epidermis of the monocot leaf. Okay, remember bulliform cells are present only in the monocot leaf. Okay, so only in the monocot leaf you are going to see the bulliform cells. So what are these bulliform cells? These are nothing but the empty large cells. Okay, the empty cells, large cells. Okay, so what is its function then? क्या होता है बेटा? When the plant has more water, so these bulliform cells will, through diffusion, it will absorb the water and it will become turgid. ठीक है, सो ये सेल क्या करते हैं, अगर झाड़ी में पानी है तो इट विल अब्सॉर्ब द वाटर एंड इट विल बिकम टर्जिड. Okay, so what is turgid and flaccid? So let me write here. So it's a cell, it's a sunken cell. Matlab no water. Okay, here I will write here. It's a very bulged cell. Okay, so it's the plenty of water here. Okay, so this is the difference between turgid and flaccid. जैसे क्या होता है, इफ यू ड्रिंक वाटर, ओके, आप बहुत सारा पानी पी लिया, आपका पेट फूल गया, ठीक है, जैसे फूल जाता है ना पानी, सो दैट इज टर्जिड. Okay, so this is turgid and this is flaccid. Flaccid means your stomach is empty and you are feeling hunger, so your what is that, stomatal bag has become shrunken, so that kind of thing. Okay, flaccid means shrunken cell, turgid means swollen cell. ठीक है, तो bulliform का function क्या है? When there is enough amount of water in the leaf, okay, so what it will do, it will be bulged and the leaf will be completely open. Okay, the cells will be open and the leaf will be open. When there is a scarcity of water, just take the example of summers. Okay, जब summers में पानी नहीं होता, बहुत ज्यादा गर्मी और धूप होता है, at that time what happens, these bulliform cells will remove the water and leaf will be like this. ठीक है, लीफ को एनसर्कल कर देता है so that it avoids the transpiration. Okay, so cells को flaccid करके लीफ को फोल्डिंग में हेल्प करता है. Okay, bulliform cells help in the folding of the leaf. Okay, when the bulliform cells are turgid, the leaf will be open like this, complete open. When the bulliform cells are flaccid, matlab when they're shrunken, okay, at that time what happens? The leaf will curl. So that when the leaf is curled, it avoids the loss of water through transpiration or evaporation. So that is the function of bulliform cells. Okay, so these are some special large kind of cells present in the monocot leaf ke epidermis mein. Okay, and then, so what are these? Okay, so this. So I'm talking about these. These are nothing but the chlorenchyma cells. Chlorenchyma is nothing but the parenchyma. Don't confuse between collenchyma and chlorenchyma. Collenchyma is leaving mechanical tissue. Chlorenchyma is also leaving packaging tissue, but this is nothing but parenchyma with more chlorophyll pigments in it or more chloroplast in it. Okay, so these are nothing but the parenchyma cells with many chloroplast in it. Okay, you can say the similar kind of cells in the both towards the upper and the lower epidermis. Okay, so this is your chlorenchyma cells, and these chlorenchyma cells are mesophyll cells. Okay, this mesophyll part is made up of chlorenchyma cells. Okay, so it's clear, right, guys? Epidermis, cuticle, bulliform cells, and the presence of stomata is equal both in the upper epidermis and in the lower epidermis. And then mesophyll is made up of chlorenchyma cells. Now let's move to the vascular bundles. ठीक है, अभी हम vascular bundles देखेंगे, लेकिन उससे पहले look here. This is the main midrib. Okay, so this is midrib, and these are the veins or veinlets. This one. Okay, so this is vein. So we are talking about monocot leaf, hence it is a parallel venation. ठीक है, ये parallel venation का leaf है, मतलब it will look somewhat like this. So a thicker midrib will be there, and then like this, है ना? So the normal veins or veinlets. So this one is the midrib wala part, and these are the veins. Okay? Yes. So in the monocot, they have shown the other small veinlet ka part also. Okay. So through these veins also, water and full food will be transferred or conducted. Now, so ये जो part है ना बेटा, so this part. So this is the bundle sheath extension. इसको हम कहते हैं bundle sheath extension. Actually, this is bundle sheath. Okay, this pink color cells are bundle sheath cell. Okay, and this is the extension of bundle sheath, and these bundle sheath are made up of sclerenchyma cells. Okay, bundle sheath extension. You can just remember it like this. Bundle sheath का कोई extension है that is going towards the upper and lower epidermis. Okay, and these are sclerenchymatous. Okay, these are sclerenchyma cells. Okay, so now let's enter into the vascular bundle. ठीक है, यहाँ पे हम vascular bundle में आते हैं. Similar, same kind of vascular bundle that we have saw in the dicot, तो monocot में भी ऐसा ही है. Dead means, see Chirant, what happens? Let me tell you. This is the basic concept. See, when you can take the example of collenchyma and sclerenchyma, we call it as the dead cells, right? So they are not just dead. तो उनका काम क्या है ना? They stop growing. Okay, they stop growing, or they stop does the metabolism. They don't do any metabolism, or they do not grow, or they do not secrete anything. That is just dead cells. Okay, usually we call them dead because there will be a deposition of either lignin or pectin. ठीक है, usually collenchyma में क्या होता है? There will be a deposition of these kind of things, lignin, pectin. Okay, so they help in the supporting system, like in the mechanical support of the part, either that is stem or leaf. ठीक है, तो support के लिए होता है. So here also these sclerenchyma cells, they act like the skeleton. Okay, they act like this midrib veins, and this veinlets है ना, वो आपका skeleton है leaf का. ठीक है, विदाउट दिस देयर विल बी नो लीफ, क्योंकि एवरीथिंग इज जस्ट द सेल्स। ठीक है, यहाँ पे जो स्क्लेरेन्केमा सेल्स हैं, you know, we told you about in the this also here. See, these cells are also giving some amount of support. Okay, these cells. So sometimes they will be parenchyma. I told you here they are parenchyma cells, and in some species they will be made up of even collenchyma also. Okay, so these cells will be sometimes made up of chlorenchyma also, collenchyma. Okay, so here this collenchyma will give the mechanical support in the dicot leaf, whereas here this parenchyma cells will give the mechanical support. ठीक है? Yes, this is what dead means, Chiran. I hope this is clear. So now let's see the vascular bundle. यहाँ पे सिर्फ एक ही डिफरेंस है, ठीक है? यहाँ पे जैसा यू सॉ राइट इन द केस ऑफ स्टेम, स्टेम में कैसा ह्यूमन स्कल जैसा दिखता था, यहाँ पे इन्वर्टेड स्कल जैसा दिखेगा आपको, बस इतना ही डिफरेंस है. लेट मी ड्रॉ हियर. Okay, so this will be your bundle sheath. So this will become bundle sheath. Okay, and here there will be the phloem cells. So this is the your phloem cells. Sorry, phloem cells. I said phloem. Okay, this is just phloem. Okay, and here metaxylem. Protoxylem. Okay, so this is your protoxylem. This is metaxylem. This is a bundle sheath. Okay, so this is bundle sheath, and here there will be the sclerenchyma cells, that we cells called as bundle sheath extension. Okay, so these are bundle sheath extension. Okay, and here there will be normal parenchyma cells will be there as the packing tissues. Okay, as the packing tissues, यहाँ पे normal parenchyma cells will be there. So this is about the vascular bundle of monocot leaf. Now you tell me what kind of vascular bundle is this? Actually it's same as dicot leaf, monocot leaf का same vascular bundle है, कुछ changes नहीं है, no changes. Yes, come on, anyone? I'm waiting, write in the chat box. What kind of vascular system is this? No, 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 not radial. See, it's in the single bundle. एक ही bundle के अंदर हैं. Okay, they are in a single bundle. Yes, nobody is saying anything. This is the vascular bundle. Okay, so this is not radial, Chiran. This is conjoint. Okay, conjoint क्यों? Xylem and phloem are in a one bundle. Okay, so ये आपका हो गया आपका bundle sheath. So this vascular bundle is one bundle. Okay, so radial उसको कहते हैं जो separate patches में होता है. So that separate patches exist only in the root. ओके, रूट में ही आपको रेडियल मिलता है बेटा, रेडियल टाइप ऑफ वैस्कुलर बंडल. बाकी सब में यू आर गोइंग टू गेट द कॉन्जॉइंट ओनली. ओके, इवन इन द स्टेम, इवन इन द लीफ, कॉन्जॉइंट टाइप ऑफ वैस्कुलर बंडल. ओके, कोलैटरल इन द केस ऑफ स्टेम, but in the case of leaf, no collateral. Did you get what I said? Let me write here. Okay, so root, stem, leaf. Okay, this will give you a better idea. Okay, so what do you get in the root? In root, radial. Okay, you're going to get the radial. So in stem, you're going to get the conjoint. In leaf also, you're going to get the conjoint. Okay, So let me change the ink. So what else we get in exarch? Here we get endarch of xylem. Here there is no concept of exarch or endarch. Okay, then what else? It's in the dicot root, we get what? Tetrarch condition. Okay, whereas in the case of monocot root, this is the root, we get the polyarch. ओके, ये हो गया. अब यहाँ पे देखो, इन द स्टेम दिस इज एंडर कॉन्जॉइंट कोलैटरल open. Okay, so here what you're going to write here, closed. See, this is about the vascular bundle that you need to remember. अगर इतना अच्छे से याद रहेगा ना बेटा, so this is what you need to remember, guys. Is it helpful? Okay, that's all. Vascular bundle में बस इतना ही है. Okay, so now I'm going to ask question. Okay, so this is the question that you need to answer now. Just look at the diagram. So this is isobilateral leaf. That is monocot leaf, right? I have given you time to observe the picture and then analyze the option for this question. We are going to discuss this question and then we'll end the class. Good. Good, Chirant. Should I help you in the labeling or what? Wait a minute. So I'll launch the poll now because most of you are able to answer. Matlab, abhi I have given you enough time. So I have launched the poll. Please answer in the poll. Yes, yes. Yes, Tejashree. Did you answer this question? After this question, I will launch the poll. Okay, so I have given enough time. Now I'm ending the poll for this question. Okay. So I'm sharing the result with you. So 83% people have chosen option A. That is actually the correct option. So let us discuss which is the correct option. So A is what, guys? A is nothing but so this is A, I guess. It's referring to this, I guess. Like you clear nahi hai, Baba. I think this one. Okay, so what is that? That is your epidermis. That is adaxial. Matlab this is given in your NCERT or upper. Okay, or upper epidermis. Okay, so this B is what? B is protoxylem actually. मतलब xylem आप कह सकते हो. You can say xylem, protoxylem. C is what? C is mesophyll. That is chlorenchyma cells. Mesophyll chlorenchyma cells, right? Chlorenchyma cells. D is what? D is substomatal cavity, or also called as a respiratory cavity. Okay? And E. Okay, so the E is nothing but the abaxial epidermis or lower epidermis. Okay, so F is what? F is nothing but the stoma or stomata. Okay, stoma or stomata, right? So what else remaining? So this is your water cavity. Okay, so this is water cavity. I told you, right? Just the inverted skull of the human. Monocot stem में human skull, monocot leaf में inverted human skull. Okay, so this is water cavity, and this one. So this is what? This is bundle sheath extension. Sclerenchyma का bundle sheath extension. Okay, that is made up of sclerenchyma. Okay, so yeah, somewhere here you are going to sell the bundle cells also. Okay, so here जो patch of cells हैं, these cells are nothing but your bundle sheath cells. Okay, so these cells are bundle sheath cells. Okay, so answer for this question is A, guys. Okay, so this is A. Okay, so these are other options or wrong options. So A is the correct answer for this question. So guys, meanwhile, if you have any doubts, please make sure to ask in the chat box. Okay, and I have launched the teacher NPS. Please give the review, and then if you have done, you can leave the class. So tomorrow we are going to understand the secondary growth. Okay, secondary growth in root and in stem. So not just that, उसके अलावा भी बहुत सारे concepts हैं that will be seen tomorrow. See, people are leaving out of the class without giving NPS. That's not a good thing. Okay, guys, if you don't have any doubt, you can leave the class. If you have any doubts, please ask in the chat box. Okay. Okay, guys, if you guys don't have any doubt, you can leave. Okay, you can leave. So there is a homework actually. So what is the homework? You have to read the NCERT. That is your homework. Okay. So yeah, guys, take care, everyone. Okay. Yes, yes, yes. Yeah. Bye. Bye.